Hey everybody, David the AI Guide here. Welcome to another episode. Thanks so much for tuning in, and be sure to check us out across our platform, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Click the link below, get your free AI resource, totally free, no cost. What's in the resource is free, but it helps you learn more about AI to become prepared for the dramatic changes coming in the world that will affect you and your career. That's why we're doing this. That's why I started the AI Guide. And also get my book on Amazon. Quick, easy, few-hour read, gives you a very brief history from the beginning of AI, how it developed over the initial period, and then a quick look at how AI is impacting 10 different industries right now already. And it's a good way to get an overview of how broad the impact of AI is already. So today's news is Intel has announced that it plans to list Mobileye, the Israeli autonomous driving firm it acquired for $15.3 billion in 2017 as part of an effort to branch out into new markets. The Santa Clara, California chipmaker said Monday that it plans to take Mobileye public in the U.S. in the middle of this year via initial public offering of newly issued Mobileye stock. The IPO could value Mobileye at more than $50 billion. When a business really grows and starts to get more and more successful and it's part of a conglomerate, the true value of that business is hidden because it is masked in the market and in the earnings reports by the bigger business, which for Intel is chips, right? By doing a public listing of Mobileye, number one, they get their investment back. Number two, it gives Mobileye a ton of cash to more quickly expand without Intel having to give them all that cash. So this is a very logical, rational, and frequently used approach to grow a business once it's reached scale, but has the opportunity, let's say, to go global. We've talked about Mobileye in several videos recently. This is a very, very slick company. Why? Because Mobileye got the very first permit for full autonomy in New York City, the most demanding driving environment in the United States, and certainly one of the most in the world. If an autonomous car can, over a couple of years, learn to successfully navigate the streets of the 5 boroughs of New York City, it will be able to be successful anywhere and in many different conditions. Mobileye also has permits to launch autonomous vehicles in several other markets. This is a very, very rapidly growing business. Sales at Mobileye have tripled since Intel took it over, and the company is already doing $1 billion in revenue. In other words, this is already a big company and very mature, already very profitable. Founded in Jerusalem in 1999, so 20 years, it's taken a long time for self-driving to start to work, and that's where it is right now. Mobileye is one of Israel's biggest success stories in tech. The company develops self-driving cars and advanced driver assistance systems for other car companies. It's partnered with Tesla, BMW, Volvo, and GM. And last July of 21, it signed a deal with Ford to support its next-gen advanced driving and safety features. This is the technology behind the new F-150 Lightning that's all electric and partially autonomous, and it's the same technology Ford will use to roll autonomy out across their fleet. We've talked about Ford taking half their fleet electric or more than half by 2030. Same with GM. So these guys are right at the center of self-driving. We have 30 companies using their system, says the CEO of Intel. Tesla is the only company that is anywhere close to Mobileye's capabilities. I have to agree with that. From the segments we've done here, looking at all of these self-driving technologies and where the car companies are, I think that's an accurate statement. This is a very, very hot category. Intel stock has struggled recently, and we all know why, because there's been serious issues at chip firms during the pandemic from an explosion of demand that they couldn't fully cope with. Like, let's say you're at any company and all of a sudden business doubled in a month or two. Almost no company is prepared to handle that. And if they are, they were not running the business properly to begin with. So this is the future. The future is self-driving. We talked recently in a separate video about how self-driving has taken longer. I think it was just the last video with Frank Kane. Check it out. But this is a problem that will be solved. And my belief is that because all the pundits and the people at the companies are now saying it's going to take longer. They're trying to lower expectations and point people to 2030, but I actually think it's going to be a lot faster than that. That they want to under-promise and over-deliver, and that's why we're getting a lot of these comments. But algorithms learn very quickly given enough data, and look at what Frank Kane said, who has 17 patents, by the way, and over 600,000 students. This is a guy who knows what he's talking about. There's enough data. It's a matter of the sensors getting better, as Frank said, but computer vision from 5 years ago to now, insane improvement. If it is already improving at an exponential rate, that rate keeps increasing, and it's very likely that by 2025, self-driving is here. So that's my own opinion. We'll find out together. Thanks so much. Take care. Click the link below. Get the free resource. Get in the beta course. Learn more about AI. Prepare yourself for an AI-driven future that's highly disruptive to jobs. And we're here to help. That's what we're here for. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.